Hello everybody, and welcome back to what we have here, which is apparently Patent Talk. Here we go now. Here we have the United States Patent Office, Leonard Paget of Newark, NY, assigner to the Macrayon Storage Battery Company of same place. Apparatus for propelling cars. Specification forming part of the letters patent, No 393572, dated November 27, 1888. Application filed Tully 21 ISF8 to A71 it may, as in the month, 0071 CMU. Be it known that J. Leonard Paget, a citizen of the United States, residing at Newark in the Count, close brackets, comma, of Newark, and the state of Newark, have made a new and useful intervention in apparatus for propelling train C priz, train C hyphen priz, and analogous vehicles, of which the following is a specification. JY in Veritorol relates to improvements in T open brackets apparatus for drawing or driving tram cars and analogous vehicles through the agency of electricity. Its obligates are, first, to make the application of electrically controlled power to existing lines of tram cars and analogous vehicles possible without any change in either the rolling stock or its appurtenances, and in such manner as to obtain greater efficiency. Second, to provide means for the control of said power, which shall be simple, efficient, and capable of use in other purposes, oil the lines where used than the in-ear propulsion of the cars. Ampersand C. Okay, I was two full stops and a comma there. As to clear the track of snow or dirt, and, in short, to utilise the applied power in numerous ways aside from its mere application as a means of propulsion. Third, to provide simple and efficient clutch and switch connections for connecting the propelling electrical motor to the motor which moves the car or cars, and also to provide additional mesures for the mesures increasing the security and efficiency of said electrical motor and the source of electrical supply which gives it leontion. I accomplish these objects by the apparatus hereinafter described and particularly pointed on hyphen in the claims which follow this specification. I should note that this patent, I believe, is US 393572A. Right. It carries on as follows. Let me just top up on my old drink. Here we go. Oh yes, ingesting liquid. That's something I do regularly. Right. The invention will be fully understood by referring to the drawings accompanying the specification, in which figure I is a plan view of lay improved CAR4-0 propelling vehicle, showing the trucks and positions beneath it in dotted lines, a tram car being attached by the usual link connection found on railway cars. Fig 2 is a side elevation of the Seine. Fig 3 is a detail and diagrammic? I don't know that. View of the clutch and switch mechanism for connecting the electrical motor and battery to the axle or axles of the propelling motor car. Of the propelling motor or car. Fig 4 is a detail view showing the tension regarding apparatus serial number. Serial 280,609, open brackets, no model, close brackets, the rope or cord belting. Fig 5 is a detail elevational view of the portable circuit controlling apparatus or apparatus. Like letters represent like parts wherever used. My invention is especially designed for application of electricity as a motive power in that class of inventions where the source of electrical generation is carried on board the engine which propels or draws the vehicle to be moved. Just got something on the old display there. Okay. Might need a little bit of sandpaper on there, but we'll get there. I am aware that it is. Wait, what? All right, sorry, I moved something around there. I am aware that it is old to generate electricity oil, board -of a moving vehicle circular as a railway car, or to carry storage or primary batteries upon such vehicle, and to connect the same with the propelling electrical motor, also carried by the car, it is also old to utilise such a source of power when carried by a, open brackets, imminent or independent engine, and I do not claim such features, broadly my invention being directed to the apparatus or apparatus hereinafter described and claimed, in which I make provision for carrying the propelling battery and motor on an engine or motor entirely independent from the load to be transported. By my approved apparatus or apparatus, I fix the electrical motor directly to the rigid frame of the car which carries it, and connect its pulleys or pulleys by rope or cord belting with tensor-regulating devices adapted to keep the cores away always in secure frictional contact with the pulleys of the motor and both axles of the track, between which it is located. I also provide a cushioned or spring-seated apartment for carrying the battery entirely detached mechanically from the motor and its adjacents. I also provide simple and efficient switch and clutch mechanism, the latter located on board the dummy or motor engine, and all under the control of an engineer for operating the apparatus or apparatus. Referring to the drawings in detail, are the rails of an ordinary tram car track. T, the trucks. The axles of a dummy or motor carrying car have a rigid farane. E, carried directly by said tracks. Near the middle of this frame is a pair of strong floor timbers. G, extending from sleeper to sleeper, upon which is firmly bolted an electrical motor. M, of any preferred type, the pulleys P, on the 6C, F2, 393,572 Noyota shaft being located. Railway between and above the axles A of the truck wheels, TT. Y and P2 are grooved pulleys adaptatero run loosely OD the axles A, and to receive the ropes or cords K. The system of rope or cord belting with the accompanying tension regulating apparatus is quite well known in the mechanical arts and deeds do specific DISO subscription. Here other than to say that in each instance the ropes or cords are endless and the tension pulleys N are applied to the cross cords as shown in figs 2 and 4. These tension pulleys N and int are supported upon cross arms W attached to the sleepers of the car frame and are adapted to yield to the inequities which take place in the rope's action by spiral springs T pressing against the head 7S of the sliding arms D 2O, and also having a lateral adjustment due to the swivel connections as shown in Fig. 4. The assay part S are of attached, so as to regulate the pressure of the pulleys upon the cords or ropes. The attached directly to the armature shaft, while yand P2 are journaled loosely upon the axles A of trucks T. These pulleys P1, P2, or PI, P2 are made of magnetic material as iron and are provided with insulated wire bobbins Z, so walled upon or about them as to magnetize them when a current of electricity is passed through therein. C' are two similar magnetic masses similarly wound with idislinated coils Z', in such manner that they will become magnetic when said coils are electrically charged. Referring now to the Fig 03, one will describe the electrical connections of the fixed and loose clutching parts P, C, P, and C, being duplicates thereof. The part C- is rigidly keyed to the axle A. The ends of coil Z are connected respectively to the metallic rings or bands 61E- insulated as shown, and these bands are connected in turn thorong brushes B5 B' to the wires ampersand, leading to the pole changing switch S, and they in turn are connected at points P to the battery or generator B, A, preferably a storage battery. Similarly, the ends of coil Z' are connected by insulated bands E2, L, brushes B, 2, Y, and wires W- to the poles of the battery or generator. The poles of the motor 11 are connected by brushes B, Y, and wires V through switch S' to the poles of the same battery or generator. All of these Z close brackets 5R, preferably enclosed in a flexible cable H and connected to a portable switchboard having hooks H, and carrying the usual rheostat R, H, and switches 8, S, and S' for manipulating the motor car. Just scroll a bit more there. I'm just going to have a quick sip of the old drink there. Keep that voice limber and fresh. There we go. Now, where were we? 6.0, the switches may be arranged in any desired manner, and I may substitute a pole switch in the well-known manner 4S- SUST be enabled to reverse the direction of the motor and run the car in either direction, or either direction. The portable switch apparatus connected and through the battery box B, so that all of through a flexible cable H is hung. As shown, its parts are accessible to the attendant, and by the hooks H, it upon the dashboard it is kept free from dust or dirt. It will be front platform of the first car, so that the attendant can stand on this platform and control its movements. Of course, this apparatus may be carried on board the motor or dummy and can be in any preferred position. With this amortizement unable to attach in the dummy or M core to any existing car by simply coupling the connecting links and placing the switch mechanism as shown. It may, in like manner, be attached to the rear of a snowplow or dirt sweep. The operation of the apparatus is as follows. As shown in Fig -3, the motor IV is out of so cut, and the loose grip or clutch pulley P held away from the face of its opposing fixed part C by the repellent attitude due to the like poles of the magnetic parts, the current through Z being in such direct ion as to create a north interior and a south exterior pole, while the interior and exterior poles of UR are always north and south, respectively, by reason of the constant direction of the current front battery B A. Suppose now the switch S' to be closed. There results a multiple -R branch of the circuit from battery B A by wires IV to the motor M, and its armature commences to rotate, carrying with it the loose pulleys P- tinder stress of the cords or ropes K CC Fig 2 close brackets. After the motor has attained a sufficient speed, switch S is reversed, thereby reversing the direction of the current through the coils Z of the loose magnetic pulleys P' and P1, causing them to slide longitudinally row on the axles A in the direction of the fixed parts C-C2, thereby clinching the two parts firmly together and imparting motion to said axles and trucks TT of the dumb or motor car. The speed can, of course, be regulated in 105 any well-known manner, as by the rheostat R H-A, feature familiar to those versed in the art. Very noble writing here. I'm really taken by the style here. It will be noted that by locating the magnetic pulleys P' and C' P' and C' upon the axle shafts of magnetic material as ion, The truck wheels being also of iron, these parts become magnetised, thereby increasing the traction of the engine. There is a very valuable and important feature in connection with my improved form of clutch. I find that with 115, a secondary or storage battery located in the spring-sustained box B, and this method of uniting the clutching apparatus, and at the same time increasing the traction, I provide a simple and efficient motor for propelling VE-120 Hickles. This box B is made with a bottom, F, having an opening at one side and near the centre to permit access to the motor, as clearly shown in Fig. 1. It is sustained upon the frame E against lateral longitudinal 125 and vertical vibrations, due to inequalities in the road by strong spring S at or near each cordator, thereby permitting the battery to be carried with a minimum amount of disturbance. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for another swig of drink, here we go. Keep yourself hydrated, please, and so on. There we go. How are you doing? I hope you didn't answer there, because I can't hear you. Where were we? The motor on I projects above the car-floor. 130.393.572 A- understood that this innator may be utilised of a car to be propelled to an electric motor, the propulsion of all kinds of vehicles, ordinarily propelled or drawn by horse or steer, and analogous powers, and I design it in use of that generic sense. I am aware that it is old in the art to actuate clutches electromagnetically, and I make no claim to such feature broadly. I am also aware that it is old to fix an electronic motor rigidly to the floor beams of a car, and to connect its armature pulley with pulleys on the car-axles, located on either side and by belting, and I do not claim that generic feature, but what I do claim and desire to secure by letters, patent of the United States is 1. In a car or motor for propelling cars or analogous vehicles, a fixed electric motor rigidly secured to the car frame, 2 loose magnetic pulleys journaled in independent car axles, 2 fixed magnetic pulleys fixed rigidly to said car axles, pulleys on the armature shaft of the motor, said pulleys being joined by rope or card, belting to the loose pulleys, as described, and electrical connections for causing the loose pulleys to adhere to the fixed pulleys and thereby transmit to the car axles when the motor is energized electrically, substantially as described. 3.0.2. A motor-car for propelling cars or analogous vehicles consisting of a rigid frame carried by trucks, an electric motor secured to solid said frame, pulleys attached to the armature shaft of the motor, fixed and loose magnetic. 3. Pulleys carried by the axles of the car, rope oiding said pulleys, and electrical connections for magnetizing and demagnetizing said pulleys, and tension regulation devices for keeping the rope being taut substantially for O as described. 3. In a clutch for use in electrically propelled cars, the combination of a fixed and loose magnetic pulley located on the axle of the vehicle, with electrical components, as described, for causing the pulleys to adhere together and the truck wheels to maintain increased traction for the rails, substantially as described. 4. An improved means for gearing the axle located on board said car, and at the same time giving increased traction between the rails and the wheels of the car. Said means consisting of fixed and movable magnetic pulleys, both located in the car axle and each with an electrical circuit and conprovani connections for magnetizing and demagnetizing it. The car axle constituting a magnetic core to both pulleys, substantially as described. 5. In a car for propelling cars or analogous, 60 vehicles by electricity, a clutch for gearing a motor carried by the car to the axle thereof, said clutch being carried by an axle, being carried by an axle of the car, and consisting of a fixed and loose pulley, both of magnetic material, and having each an insulated core of wire wound concentric with its axis and the axle of the car, said insulating wires being connected to a battery through insulated connecting bands, brushes, and switches, as described, whereby the loose 70 pulley is adapted to run free under the influence of the propelling motor, or be connected mechanically to the fixed pulley independent of the position of the switch mechanism, substantially as described. 6. The combination of an electric motor for propelling cars by electricity and a battery, all carried by the car, with switches and multiple -R connections from the battery to the motor, and magnetic clutch mechanism for 80. I made a mistake there. Where are we going? Connecting the motor to the axle of the car, substantially as described. 7. A detachable or portable switch-board, provided with hooks or sustaining devices and switches connected through conductors running to a battery and electric motor located on a car or dummy engine propelled by said motor, substantially as described. 8. A detachable switchboard having sustaining devices for attaching it to the dash-go board of a tram-car in combination with switches and circuit-connections extending through a flexible cable to a separate motor car, substantially as described. Leonard Paget, witnesses, Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you've enjoyed the patent/patent we've had today, that being US 393572A. Yeah, I'm just going to have another drink. One moment. There we go. There we go. If you have any feedback or suggestions for patents you could you wish to hear or know more of, do tell me. I would welcome the feedback, and I look forward to more of this time again. Another time. Goodbye and thank you.